Usual, but I'm doing it anyway. This is usually my quiet live, but my quiet live was, I'm putting on a mic. Hold on one second. Can I put on a mic? Oh, there we go. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, so I tried something new in OBS Studio with the VDO Ninja URL link that I can mirror my phone camera. So that was sort of my hack that I thought was going to be great. I thought it would be a great way to make it work. And I couldn't get it to work. It worked. The cameras worked. Everything looked great. And then, it's great until it's not, right? So I then tried to, I'm going to just see if my volume's working. My volume is working, hooray. I then tried to, oh God, this sigh in my voice is palpable, isn't it? Yeah, I tried to go live multi-camera with different scenes. I was so excited. I thought it was going to work. The one question mark was the lag. So I might have to find somebody locally in my area to troubleshoot with me because I'm kind of at a loss. And while I'm big into, DIY figuring stuff out on my own, I'm kind of at a loss. So I really don't know how to fix it. And I know it's possible. So I'm almost there, I'm almost there. And I'm going to move you so you can see my paper better. Hold on. So yeah, almost there, but not quite, right? So kind of like another little false start for me. And it's like, I would really love to figure this out. I would really, really love to figure this out. But, life is like that. Sometimes it's one step forward, two steps back, and I'm not going to give up. Clearly, I'm not giving up. And it's just fueling my fire to fix it, to figure it out, because I love having multi-camera. And I really think it serves what I'm trying to do here. So if I have multi-camera, I can show you, at the flip of a switch, I can just, or press of a button rather, I can just show you overhead view and then a view like you're getting right now. So that would be really super cool. And then I would be able to have my little head in the screen too, so you could see me talking to you. And I just love that idea. And I love that we can do that. But I can't do it right now. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep taking my time and keep working as I go and keep trying to figure it out and try new things and see if I can get somebody. If you guys have any advice for me on people to talk to, or ways to ways to find somebody in my local area, like things I should try. Should I look on Craigslist? Should I do TaskRabbit? Have you tried that? I should talk to people that I know. I know that's for sure. I should talk to people I know who might know people who are, versed in doing this stuff. That's what I need to do. So I gotta turn my headphones off because they're saying low battery. Please charge. Here we go. Power off. So yeah, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. I won't give up my quest to use to stream without lagging. Not giving up. I'm gonna get it to work eventually. I'm gonna figure it out. And when I do, I'm gonna be so overjoyed. But the frustration is what it is. The frustration is what it is. So try not to let that bog me down. And just keep rolling, Just keep the train rolling, which is why I hopped on this live today, because I don't want my failed attempts at doing something, because failure is all learning, right? It's all, I'm learning something new. I'm learning what not to do. And sometimes you don't learn as much as you want right away. Sometimes it's like a cumulative effect, and then you have a big aha moment down the road, and you're like, okay. It took me days for it to actually click in that I could use the VDO Ninja to mirror my iPhone cameras in OBS. So, it takes, sometimes our human brains take a little time to compute these things. And that's okay. But seriously, when I figured it out last night, when that hit me, I was like, why did I not put two and two together before this? How did I not put two and two together before this about this working, for the camera? How did I miss that? But as you can see, it actually didn't solve the issue. I mean, it wasn't pixely. My screen wasn't pixely, but it was slow. But you live and learn. And this time I was able to see the stats in OBS, and I don't really even know what half of them mean, but I didn't even look at them the first time. So, I mean, progress, right? So today I am going to call it progress, because I tried, and even though I failed, parts of it were better than before. And I do feel like every time I try and fail, I learn a little bit more. So That is the name of the game. It's ultimately learning. Now, if I can just remember that stuff, and I feel like to really retain, you have to just sort of keep your feet in it, you know? So I'm just not going to stop trying because I really think that it's going to be such a benefit to have multiple cameras and to be able to have my face in the screen for you. I really think that's going to be great when I can get that done. And it's not going to happen today. It's probably not going to happen tomorrow, but eventually I'm going to figure that out. And, the most important thing is that, excuse me, the most important thing is that your, sight, the way that you see my camera now is not laggy and weird. That's the most important thing. Because what's the point of that? If you can't even see, you do a stroke, a pen stroke, right? Or a pencil stroke, or whatever. Then it doesn't matter if I have, it doesn't matter how many screens I have for you. No, you don't see, you don't see. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes on the prize and keep on trucking. It's gonna mean that, it's not gonna be overnight, I don't think. So sorry about that. I wish it was gonna be overnight. I wish I could get it fixed immediately, but I wish I could have that and have that functionality now, but I think I'm gonna have to get someone to help me because just don't. I think I'm topped out. Obviously I will always continue to I will always continue to excuse me, to YouTube stuff and Google stuff, but I'm just gonna look up my pictures. But I am, not gonna stop my daily streaming just because I can't have exactly what I want, So exactly the way that I want to present for you guys. I can't do that. That's just the way it's gonna be. Just gonna have to take it one day at a time and see if I can find someone to help me with my, I don't know, my settings, maybe my internet. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Gotta get it figured out. I'm gonna ask my brother-in-law first. Like, hey, who do you use? Because I'm sure he is good at getting, he's good at getting people to do, at finding the people to do the job that he needs them to do. He's good at that. And that is not really my strong suit. So I think that would be a help if I can figure out who he uses for stuff like that. I do that. Okay, I think I might be I might be a little quiet for a while, okay? I think I need to just draw this and concentrate on it, and thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to my sad woe is me tale. Woe is me. Not really, I'm joking. You know, there's much, much more serious things in the world than the fact that I can't get my streaming to work the way I want it to. And that's okay, right? All right, I'm going to draw this rose here. Scooch you forward a little bit. So I like this angle. I think it looks good. It's just like that. Okay, let's see. Let's look at our photos here. See what we got. Which one did I draw? This one? Was it this one? I think it was. Yeah, I think it's that one. Okay, let's see. See what we can do. Sorry. ink issues. When your ink doesn't want to ink. Hey, Mr. Cavish. Well, it's been a little challenging today because I did try to stream with OBS and I used, anyway, I won't bore you with the details. It was not successful, but I have not given up. The music. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff going on today, and I was, in terms of like, I did a bunch of live stream tests, and the music was kind of like, that was not what I was focused on. So, yeah, I needs to do some work on it. So I'm still working on my setup. I will be working on it until I get it right. I had a 2-camera setup and a headshot. Looked great. At least you are interacting, which is good. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thanks to you, right? Bringing me out of my shell over here. Trying. I mean, this is the thing, right? You do it every day. And, you know, it trains you, you know? So That was part of what I want to do. Do it every day. It might not be great every day, but every day, it's just every day you are, um, solidifying those habits. You know what I mean? So yeah, I did a bunch of live stream tests. I had OBS up. Um, I had a workaround for my iPhone cameras that I'm using. I had two angles. It's great. It's great, but it doesn't work because it's great, but it doesn't work right now. I need to get it fixed. I need to I need help with my settings because and with the internet situation, which I have good internet situation, but I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad, but it's not working for I feel like there's some settings. There's some sort of a settings. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but they're not they're not pixely. I just freeze. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep trying it until and keep changing my settings and just trying different things until I get it to work. And I tried like 3 times today at this stream on the 12:30, and then at 1:30 I was just like, I'm not letting this get me down. I'm gonna go on my regular stream and I'm just gonna go on my regular stream and get it to work later, because I don't want my quest to improve to, you know, damage my habit of, you know, streaming regular. So yeah, so I got to admit, it's a little frustrating. I'm not gonna, definitely not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm happy about it because I'm happy because I have a new, I've tried a new, I tried a new thing that, I'm human and I'm like, why did it take me so long to put two and two together with this? Because I used, it's tech stuff. And, I'm happy that I figured that out, but um, I'm not happy that it didn't work. But I'm not giving up. I just really don't want it to. I want to keep figuring it out until I get it. And the fact that I'm, streaming every single day means it's top of mind and that my obsession. My obsession is to make it happen, to correct things and to get the best stream I can because it's going to be awesome when I can get it. It's going to be so good. I'm going to have little Kathy head. Little Kathy head is going to be there and we're going to have two camera I mean, if I get it the way I want it. I mean, honestly, I would be happy with one camera that I could just sort of move around, honestly. As long as I can have my little head in there because I think that's important, honestly. Yeah, right? If I gotta be obsessed about something, like make it be something productive. Put my glasses back on here. Yeah, so it's like I gotta figure it out. So, you know the drill. Thanks for thanks for your support and for showing up for me. Trying to work it out. I'm not giving up. I'm just having a moment, I was just like, this is not it. I am not I am just not feeling very happy about that. But what you gonna do? I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit streaming, and I'm not gonna quit upgrading my system here. So I'm trying. I'll get there. It looked good. It's too bad it was all frozen, but it looks good. You must be thinking I'm some kind of weirdo. Do you think I'm some kind of weirdo? Maybe I'm some kind of weirdo too. I don't know. Well, anyone would, and I don't blame you for that. Oh, stinger. Stinger. I don't know. My shirt yesterday said, "We are the weirdos, mister." So, I mean, you know, weirdo is, to me, it's not a bad word. A lot of my art is about weirdos, so about owning your weirdo, owning your inner weirdo. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Okay. Weirdos unite. Weirdos unite. Those are some of my stickers, okay? And then I have a weirdo sticker that says, "I'm a special kind of weird." Here they are. Here they are. You don't have to hold on anymore. They're right here. And then I have, "I'm a special kind of weird." And we have, in that one, we have alien. We have a dolphin. We have a UFO. Oh, no, it's a narwhal, not a dolphin. There's a UFO in there. All kinds of stuff. So I know weirdo. I know being weird. I own it. I own the weirdo. Weirdo label. Own your weird. I want to show you the other one too because it's so cute. Let's find it. There it is. And do I have any other weirdo stickers? I'm a special kind of weird. And then you have a narwhal, a butterfly, narwhal, narwhal, mushrooms, UFO, aliens, sun and the moon, and a sunflower. Yay! Approved. Oh my God. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I too approve. I too approve. We are having a weirdo sticker reveal on today's stream. Yeah, those are in my Etsy shop. Kathy Weller Art. They're all there. Embrace your inner weirdo. Embrace you. Okay, buy weirdo stickers. I'm putting you over here for now. While we finish this Sunsprite. I love the name of this rose. Sunsprite. It's like, is it a soda? Is it like a character? Like a Dungeons and Dragons type character? I'm not like a gamer person, so don't judge me. Don't judge me for not knowing. Like, you know, the latest games, whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but you know. But Sunsprite sounds like a character of some sort too. It's a pretty rose. It's like one of those roses that looks like traditional, like a trad rose. It's a trad rose. It's got like that traditional style, that traditional shape when it is. I'm not here to judge you. Oh, my weirdo stickers. I'll see you again someday later. I want to show you this rose if I can, if I have it. Hold on one second. Do it. Yep. Okay. So look, really super trad rose. Check this out. Trad rose. Trad rose. You know, unlike the other roses I've been doing, which are like, is that actually a rose or is it a pansy? No, it's a rose. This is a rose too. But this rose looks like the traditional. It's got that traditional vibe, you know, like that traditional shape. But the cool thing about this rose is I think in its life cycle, it looks different. So sometimes it looks like one kind of rose, and then other times it looks like a different kind of rose. Like here, it looks like a traditional style rose. Traditional, traditional. Oh, dogs. Dogs, I'm dog sitting. And then here, it doesn't. You know, it looks like it could be a peony. That looks like kind of in between, peony-ish rose. Because sometimes you can look at different types of peonies and you can be like, that looks like a rose. Anyway, I'm getting way too you know, way too into rose talk here. So this little edge over here, okay, I penciled this in my earlier stream today, in my 10 o'clock stream. And I struggled with this little area here because I'm like, what can I put here? And I thought, I'm going to put like a number there, you know, because sometimes you have like 3 to 4 feet height and width, or 3 to 3.5 inches. I forgot to put the little inch signs here. Inches, double blooms. So I thought, oh, I can fit like a little data point in there. Yeah, I just couldn't fit it. Try making reels. What, like at Instagram? Do you post art on? I do post on Instagram. I've been on Instagram like probably forever. Impressive. Oh my gosh, thank you. I have been on Instagram forever. Instagram's weird. Instagram's weird. I don't post there as much as I used to. I actually have better luck with shorts here. So I make shorts from my videos and I have better traction in shorts and also with getting new subscribers than I do. I mean, Instagram's weird, right? Because you don't like you have analytics, but it's connected to Facebook. So it's also connected to my Facebook. So I definitely post there, like pretty regularly, but I used to be much more, I used to not be as divided. Like I'm spending a lot of my energies on, obviously, on YouTube. And I do make reels, but I actually get more, I actually get more, I tend to get more traction on my reels here. But as I was saying with Instagram, when I was just saying it's weird, but it's weird because I still know that people see me there, you know, like, and on Facebook, it's like even if they don't, even if people don't like, you know, heart your posts or comment or anything, people will be like, "Oh, I saw this and that." You know, like they see you. They see you, you know, people do see you. Even if you don't think they see you, they do. So it is very, very weird. But and I really like TikTok, but um I'm really not consistent on TikTok at all. Because I mean, I just don't think my content is what TikTok loves. You need to be seen. Well, thank you. Share me. Share me. I'm Kathy Weller Art on Insta. I'm Kathy Weller Art on Facebook. Oh, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to do this sun. I have this sunrise up here. I'm Kathy Weller Art everywhere except on TikTok. I'm Kathy Weller Art _ because I locked myself out of my original account, which is Kathy Weller Art. So I'm now Kathy Weller Art _ So just letting you know, just in case, just in case you do the TikTok. I do love TikTok, but you know, when you're making so much content, like I'm so busy making stuff now, I don't consume nearly the content I used to, you know? Like my favorite hair cutter videos. I don't get to see those very much anymore. And I spend a lot more time on, oops, that doesn't look like a sun. What am I doing? What am I doing here? And I certainly spend a lot of time on YouTube doing research and um, finding YouTubers that will help me to do OBS because that's what I've been doing. And I've found some good. When I say OBS, I'm just talking about the platform, the streaming platform I've been trying to hack. I've been trying to use successfully, unsuccessfully. I mean, I got it up and running. And if I wanted to not do what it's supposed to do, like use several cameras and this and that, it probably would go fine. But that's not, if I don't want to use the if I don't want to use like those benefits of using it, then why am I even using it? You understand OBS. When you say that, do you mean like you know how to use it or like you understand the pain associated with OBS? Oh, this sun. I don't know. That's okay. That's okay. Let's work on the sun down here. We got another sun coming here. We got another, here comes the sun moment down here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's do some lines here, like up there. Let's try to connect things so they look like they live in the same universe, because that's what I tried to do here with this little design. I tried to use this little brush design I did on the sun to mimic the lines that I used for this wording. And now I'm going to use these lines, you know, the long lines for the sun rays, and I'm going to put them down here. So that will sort of marry the vibe of this drawing. So I was like, before I figured out this OBS thing that failed today, I was like this close to actually paying for, well, I can't bring myself to do it, but I want to because I just want something that works. But, you know, streaming platforms are so expensive. They are expensive. They are like out of my budget expensive, you know? Although I will say, I've been subscribed to Adobe, you know, Adobe Creative Cloud for forever, really. And I am moving to Affinity now. I bought Affinity. I haven't even opened it yet, but my Adobe subscription is ending in October. I'm leaving and I'm gonna go full Affinity because I've actually changed my use of Adobe a lot over the years, and now with between Canva and between Canva and Canva, I think I can make Affinity work because I'm pretty, why did I put this leaf here? It's just like out there. It's just like floating out there. I'm gonna put another leaf here instead. I think I'm gonna be able to get by with Affinity and Canva. Between Affinity and Canva, I think I'll be fine. Except I'm really gonna miss my Kyle brushes that I have in Adobe, but in my Photoshop brushes, but I can probably get them from Kyle himself. He probably sells them on Gumroad or something. So then I would have to buy them again for Affinity. But I don't know. I'll have to see. I have to investigate Affinity. Am I talking about stuff that nobody cares about right now? Am I talking about stuff you don't care about? Let's see. I am, maybe Affinity uses brushes that are, you know, Adobe, you know, the extension, like the brushes, those, maybe they use those types. Maybe I can put my Kyle brushes into Affinity. Affinity? I think it's Affinity. Do you believe this? I think it's Affinity. So Affinity, the softwares, the set, I bought the one, I think I bought the one that has both the Photoshop style and the Illustrator style ones, and also the Procreate. So I think I'll be good to go. And then with Affinity, you don't have a monthly subscription. I think you purchase it per, I think you purchase through version, by version. I got like a little hair on my brush, so trying to, oh shoot, did I just break my brush? Sorry. That was a little aggressive of me, I think. Okay, so I'm moving to Affinity. I'm dumping in October. I am dumping. I'm saying goodbye to Adobe because Adobe is not for me anymore. Sorry, Adobe. But I don't think you're sorry because I really think that, I just don't think that we're a good match anymore, really. Honestly. And that is a huger conversation than I can have here. But Adobe I've used since I started using computers in probably in 1990, 1994 or 5. When was it? I learned using computers on a job. After I got out of college, I worked at an art store. And then, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had 10 jobs, of course, because I've always had like 10 jobs. I'm going to plug in my phone. Because my phone needs a charge. So let me check my volume. My phone needs a charge. So let me check my volume. Okay. My phone needs a charge. I had 10 what? Oh God, what happened? You had 10. I had 10 what? And I don't even have one. I had 10 and you don't even have one? What do you mean? Talk to me. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay, let's do this. 10 jobs. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, no. I had so many jobs. I didn't really have 10 jobs at a time, but I did have, more than one job at a time. For sure. More than one job. I worked at an art store, and I also worked at a restaurant bar. And I had at least 2 jobs at a time. Like at any given moment in my college career, for sure. Anyway, I learned Photoshop through a job. I did not learn it in school. I was a fine art major. I painted. I was a painting major. They call it 2D fine art, or they did back then. Now I don't know how they refer to it. Everything's different now anyway, as things always are. Things always are different. And whatever you're going to school for now will probably be completely different in 10 or 20 years anyway. It doesn't mean you shouldn't keep doing what you're doing. It just means that you're going to keep learning and learning and learning and applying, learning how to apply the stuff that you learn to different things constantly. Because like skills in one area can transfer. Maybe not specifically, right? But like people skills, like soft skills, and also, some other skills too. But people very much underestimate the importance of being easy to work with, being flexible, being able to pivot, and being able to try different things and being willing to try different things. That stuff, like,
flexibility is so one of the most important things, really. Just being easy to work with. People think it's all about one thing, and it's not. Or it's, it's easy to think it's all about, a certain skill. A lot of skills can be just, you can learn skills. You just have to be very consistent and, workable and teachable. Be a teachable person. Be friendly or easygoing, be easy to work with. Be open to learning new things. Like, that's it. That is it. Just be somebody who is curious and who is willing to constantly learn new things and to put yourself in discomfort. Because that's how you learn. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. It's very, very true. Let's put some thorns on this rose. So wish me luck. I hope to eventually, maybe not today or tomorrow, maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but I really want to get OBS going, and I want to have different camera angles, and I want it to look as it looked in my OBS today. I will probably continue to test on my own at various rando times when I don't think anybody's here, and not announce anything because it's, just a test, and I don't want to test when I'm streaming like I tried to today, but it's just that sometimes that's the most convenient time because I stream so much. So it's I'm just too eager. I just want to try it, I was going to try it this morning and this morning stream, and then I was I just need to focus on the artwork right now. Thank you, Mr. Cavish. I was just I just need to focus on the art and focus on that later. And then I thought, I think I'll try it for the afternoon stream and see what happens. Okay, double blooms. We're almost done with this. We are almost done. Double blooms with. We can put with here because that leaf is a goner. So I'm going to put S here. Ooh, that was a delicious S. M. O. Why am I putting my marble under? Okay, I'll zoom this in. Yay! L, and then we got a B right here. B. Big loop, little loop. Okay, double. Double. How do we want to do double? I'm going to cursive it out because that's just how I'm feeling at the moment. I'm just feeling the cursive. Double. Oh, wait, I want to do, yeah, there we go. Okay, that works. And then we're going to do width. We're going to write width, glossy. All right. I'm going to put a piece of paper here so I don't have any issues. And I'm going to freehand this like crazy. I'm just going to freehand this. And I might regret it, but I probably won't. Okay, that's good. Let me actually extend this. There we go. All right, now I'm going back to the Fudenosuke pen. That's this one, and I'm going to add some more of these little starry things because I have space that I want to fill. That's basically it. That's basically what's going on here. Okay, so now we have some little spots that I want to just add in some flourishes. So when I say flourishes, this is what I'm talking about. Little decorative elements, maybe a little curve on a letter. Maybe I want to add a little, reasonable. Maybe I want to add a little curve up there. Maybe I want to finish the L a little bit differently and do something like, that looks weird. Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. That's good. That's better. Let's do that. You know, just finish stuff out. And on to this, back to, and we're gonna end soon, but back to the OBS stuff. I fully believe it's possible that I might be like, this isn't gonna work the way I want it to. So I'm just gonna quit while I'm ahead. And I might just feel like what I have now is good. And it doesn't lag, which is super important to me because who wants to watch that? No one's going to watch that. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of that? Great if you have 2 cameras or whatever, but it's not great if nobody's watching. So, like it might just be, I don't know what's going to happen. But, I mean, I would like to get things fixed up. But, right, yes. But it might not. This might be the best I can do. I don't know. So I'm accepting if that's the case. Because as far as I can see, when I watch replays and whatnot, there's no lag in my stream for me most of the time. Like if there is, it's like, if there is a lag, then it's, it's unusual. It's not the norm. It does happen a little bit here and there, but not really. Not like regularly. Okay, I think we're going to zoom out, and I'm still going to work on just a couple flourishes, but we're good. We are good. So this is good. We're pretty much there. I'm just going to do So this is a lot smoother than my other phone holder, right? I got this new one and I love it. It's less squeaky too. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a couple more flourishes because I just, you know, I kind of can't help myself. I kind of can't help myself. You know, even knowing what the final use of this is going to be, this is going to be in my upcoming coloring book where you can use more than just, you know, colored pencils. You'll be able to use good paper, you know, nice paper that you can use other art supplies on too. So, you know, something more substantial so you can really have more fun and on it. Anyway, that is what this is going to be in. And even knowing this, and knowing that white space is my friend, and your friend, you know, I still can't help myself. Because I like to add little flourishes everywhere. Finish my composition. Yeah, right? So no lag for you either. Yeah. So like when I watch the replay, because I might not think there's a lag, but then I'll watch a replay and then I could see a lag. But on the replay, usually, like now, it's been good when it's this setup, you know? When it's just been me and my cam, it's like I don't have lag. I'm streaming straight to YouTube from my phone. I thought about using the Go Live Together feature, but it only works in vertical. And I don't want to use vertical because it's less flexible. You know, it's not. I definitely would get more viewers, but, you know, it's not the composition that I want to have. And I think ultimately it makes my videos a little bit less easy to watch and stuff. So when I started streaming every day, I was doing vertical because I just couldn't figure out the horizontal thing. But again, that's a good example of just like, keep trying and then you'll figure it out, you know, eventually you'll figure it out. And I eventually did figure it out. So eventually I figured out how to stream consistently horizontal. And earlier I thought that vertical was only going to record in 720p, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I mean, it is vertically, but I believe it's 1080p now too. After YouTube does what it does with your video, it does end up being 1080p, just a vertical 1080p. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thanks for popping in today, Mr. Cavish. Why did I call you Doctor? Doctor. Hey, Dr. Cavish. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. Doc. Just kidding. Yeah. I think we're almost there. Okay. I think I'm at the point now where I'm going to start veering into overdoing category, I think. So I think I'm going to call this a day. And I have another page for my upcoming coloring book. I'm so excited. Awesome. Well, thank you for keeping me company, and thanks for coming and hanging out with me and chit chat. And I wish you a fabulous rest of your day. And I hope to see you again soon. Imagine. You talk about being a doctor. All right. Have a great day. I hope to see you soon. And as always, I will be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. and at 12:30 for a quiet, not so quiet live. Will I be quiet? Will I talk? I don't know. Probably, maybe I'll talk. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Have a very great day. I will. Oh my gosh, I need to go like rest my I need to go chill out now. Okay.